One night, Lori was on her bed, working on her homework. She feels someone near. Looking up to see Lenny, standing next to her with a smile on her face. Lori, you want to read my fashion magazines with me? Lori frowns. Sorry, Lenny, I gotta do this homework. Maybe later, okay? Lenny softly frowns. Okay. In Lisa's room, Lisa was building a new machine. She was currently using a blowtorch to meld the parts together, creating sparks all around her. Lenny walks in and shouts behind her, Lisa! Lisa jumps by fright and nearly drops the torch. She quickly catches it and turns it off. Lisa then turns to look at Lenny angrily. Lisa, you want me to do your hair? Not now, Lenny. I'm working on a new teleporter. Lenny lowers her head in sadness and then walks out of the room. At Mr. Grouse's house, Mr. Grouse was watching an old black and white movie. Lenny's head then appears at the window. She smiles at Mr. Grouse and waves at the old man. Hi, Mr. Grouse! Mr. Grouse gets off of his chair and raises his fist angrily at her. Loud, get off my lawn! Lenny runs away from the spot. Later, a miserable Lenny was walking down the sidewalk to the elementary school. This is so lame. No one wants to hang out with me. Lenny then looks up and spots a bright star. Oh, hi, beautiful star. I really like to wish for someone to hang out with right now. The star grows brighter. Suddenly it flies across the sky and crashes down behind the school, creating a big explosion. Curious, Lenny goes over to investigate. She looks from the corner and sees a small crater in the concrete. There was a green glow coming from it. Lenny then walks over to the crater. She looks down to see a green meteor. Suddenly the green tentacle comes up and wrapped around Lenny's torso. Hello, sweet girl. Don't be shy. The tentacle pulls Lenny down to the crater and places her in front of the meteor. Eyeball attached to the tentacle comes out and stares straight at her. Step right up. I'm a reasonable guy. Don't be frightened by my look in my eye. I'm just your average evil meteor from the sky. A tentacle then goes into Lenny's ear, making her laugh. Stop that, it tickles! A tentacle comes out, and the eyeball that looks into her ear, only to be shocked that it was slightly small. It gives Lenny an annoyed look and smacked her in the face. It then grabs her shoulders. Well, I'm just shy and scared in this place. I'm just a fish out of water in outer space. It then gives her a pleading look. You can see the trip has me tired and drained, so why don't you be a pal? Its eyes then crosses. Bring me some brains. Aw, poor thing, you must be hungry. Lenny then pats the top of the eyeball. Don't worry, I'll get you some brains. Lenny then gets out of the crater and runs home. She quickly runs to the cereal box that had brains on the title. A meteor creature grabs it and looks at surprise before it looks at Lenny with annoyance. It then tells Lenny what brains he's really talking about. Lenny nods. So where do I get brains from? Go down to your neighbor's place. Lenny then goes back to Mr. Grouse's house and then looks through the window to see he was still watching TV. See the dull expression on his face? You'd be doing a favor if you bring him to me. He ain't using his brain, he's just watching TV. Lenny brings up Mr. Grouse to the meteor creature. The tentacle then goes in his ear, takes out his brain. Then Mr. Grouse becomes a brain-dead zombie. A meteor creature then sends Lenny to Flip. Go down to Flip's. He hasn't used his brain for 10 years. His brain is the portrait of atrophy, and he ain't using it, so why not you give it to me? After Lenny brains Flip over, he got his brain sucked out and turned into a zombie as well. Brains, brains. I won't lie, I'll eat the brains till they're zombified. Sure, they may look deranged, but they don't give the thought after I've eaten their brains. Brains, brains, it's okay. It's not matter if they're gray, and at first if they look strange, they won't. They thought that I've eaten their brain. As the meteor sings, Lenny and the two zombies were dancing. The meteor tentacles and rat whips around above Lenny's head, making her go off in the search for more brains. Lenny then walks over to the Chinese restaurant, brains out everyone. Go down to the wonton shop, my favorite fortune cookie that says I cannot stop. I'll suck the noodle right out of their heads. In half an hour, I'm hungry again. After eating all the brains, the meteors begin to grow, and it then sends Lenny to the mall. Creep up to the mall, sneak in, Tiptoe past the guard, pick me up a curler and cup full of tea, and any sweetbreads you happen to see. Lenny then takes Chaz out of his work and brings him to the meteor, and like the others, got his brain sucked out. The meteor then noticed the guard standing near the corner, grabs the guard before he could run, and sucked his brains out. Brains, brains, I won't lie. I'll eat their brains till they're zombify. Sure, they may make it deranged, but they won't give it thought. I've seen and I've eaten their brains. Brains, brains, okay, it's not matter. If it isn't gray, and if they think it's first is strange, they won't even have a thought that I've eaten their brain. Lenny brings her sisters, sons, Lori and Lisa, brother and parents to the meteor, and she also begins to bring the McBride family, the Santiago family, and everyone else in town. They all got their brains sucked out, and they all start to dance. Brains, brains, I love them. I need them. My tummy jumps for joy when I eat them. Big ones, fat ones, short ones, tall ones. They're so delectable, especially the small ones. No time to cook them while the skillet, my belly's rumbling. I've got to fill it. I don't fry them. The heat will only shrink them. I just grab a straw and drink them. Ah! The meteor now grows as big as a school. At the loud house, Lori sees the glowing light of the meteor, and she looks out and was shocked to see it's over the houses and trees. Lori goes over to Lisa, who is still building her teleporter, and as Lori grabs her and drags her outside, shows her the giant meteor, like Lori was about to be shocked to the sight. The schoolyard meteor looks down and smiling at Lenny. You've been swell to go around. Brings me every single brain in town, but with all these brains I can't think, but there's one left out there to drink. Lori and Lisa, who had a ray gun, was approaching the school in the fast-paced. So fast up, girl. Come on, heck. Is there someone you're trying to protect? Bring them down here and meet her end, and I promise I'll be your bestest friend. Brains, brains, I won't lie. I'll eat their brains until they're zombified. Sure, they may think it's deranged, but they won't give a thought after I've eaten their brain. Brains, 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 it's okay. It's a matter if it isn't gray, and at first it's strange. They won't have even though I've eaten their brains. Lori and Lisa peered through the corner. Brains, give me their brains. Bring me their brains. Give me their brains. Ha ha ha. A purple ray then hits the meteor, and the meteor shakes from the effect, and then explodes into 1,000,000 of pieces. Lori and Lisa ran over to Lenny. Lenny, what in Sam heavens did you? Duh, I was feeding my new friend. Lenny, you literally turned the whole town into zombies. I did? Yes. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. This is why Mom and Dad did say to you not to talk to strangers. I'm sorry, I just forgot. Thanks to you, Lenny, the town is now going to be heading for oblation. That's bad. Yes, it is. So you better think about what you did. Lenny then looks down sadly and walks with them. Okay.